Muted. Hello and welcome to Orphaned Blood, Vampire the Masquerade. This is our new actual play series in which we will be following the path of a few unfortunate kindred who have found themselves brought into this tragedy of an existence. And before we do so, um, I had something on the top of my mind, but it's gone. So let's do some introductions. Hooray! We're going to start off with Yampa. Yampa, why don't you give us an introduction of yourself for our audience?
Oh man, I'm Yampa. Probably saw me play Pendragon with Bob and Legend of the Five Rings over there as well. I love roleplay. I'm very excited to be here, and let's see what's this vampire world is all about.
Very nice. Um, and we're definitely going to get a first-hand account of just how horrible the World of Darkness can be. But next up, Tone, why don't you give us your introduction? Tell us a little about yourself.
Hello, everybody. It's me, Tone. You can find me this Monday. Mortal Rolls is back. We've been on a break for so long, and people always say, "Hey, Tone, how come you don't cosplay?" Guess what? I'm cosplaying for this stream. I grew the beard. I grew the mustache. Apparently, it's instant divorce if I just have a mustache, but the beard works, so marriage is safe. But
Marriage
so great to
safe.
be here. Awesome. Can't wait.
Great to have you here. I'm excited to see how things go. Uh, Up next. Oh, I have two people flipped. Let me put that in the right places. Up next, Ibikio. Why don't you give us your introduction? Tell us a little about yourself.
Ibikyo? You mean Emiko?
Emiko? Emiko.
Yeah, it's pronounced Emiko. Yeah, I'm pretty new to streams, but I'm pretty happy to be here. I have been playing TTRPGs for a long time, since like early high school. And this is my second try into Vampire. My first try was a long time ago, and I'll see how different this one is. It's gonna be so juicy and tragic.
Oh, yes. Tragedy abound. I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be good. And with that, last but certainly not least, Cleansing Rain. Give us your introduction. Tell the folks about yourself.
Hey everybody, I'm Cleansing Rain. I don't really like to use the term retired streamer, but it has been 8 months since my last stream, so kind of feeling everything out on the future of that. But in the meanwhile, having a lot of fun making some new friends, a lot of which are playing this game right here tonight. Excited to get into a new game that I know very little about, but getting to dive into a role, a bit of playing. Guess that's why they call it role playing, and happy to be doing it with this group.
Yeah. Glad to have you along. So to give our audience a bit of a uh, what would be the word, insight into this game. This is a game of a bunch of players who are new or have played very little of Vampire the Masquerade. So this will very much be their introduction to this. Because of this, I would like our audience to be kind and avoid spoilers the best they can in chat. Feel free to hint towards things or talk about parts of the World of Darkness you like, but try not to spoil any of the intricacies for our dear players. You will also see below me, we are joined by Kane, who will be joining us for this evening, and maybe we'll see that spot filled by someone else in the time to come. Nonetheless, I think with that, we have introductions out of the way. Oh, so by the way, hello! I'm Mark, aka TheCatsMeow. This is my channel. If you like it, give us a follow. Come join us for the fun. Yeah. And with that, without further ado, I think we can jump right in. Let's start with a bit of music. The year is 1998. December 29th. Christmas has come and gone, and the new year is almost upon us. But such hopeful thoughts will not be helpful to those in this dark tale. For this is a story of tragedy and sorrow. To those individuals, your days have played out as usual. A normal Tuesday. Uneventful, uninteresting, lonely. Eventually, as it always does, the sun hides over the horizon as the cold night approaches. Each of you have found yourselves wandering the night, perhaps seeking freedom in the cold air, waiting for a bus, or simply taking the long way home. For whatever reason, by choice or by chance, you are alone. At least, that's what you first believed. It started as a feeling of being watched, then followed. A growing, paranoid dread fills your mind, and then you see it. A figure in a dark trench coat and a heavy hat, lit only by the light of the gibbous moon above. Then darkness, complete and total darkness. We focus in on a room. A single light bulb hangs from the ceiling, swaying slightly. We see its dull light begin to flicker, as if it's struggling to stay alight. As you begin to come to, you notice that you are surrounded by brick walls lined by steel struts, an industrial cell. You begin to feel the cold concrete below you, as you feel a profane sense of vertigo fill your senses. It's at this point you begin to realize that you are not alone, as we see that there are indeed 5 individuals within this cell. With that, would you like to describe your characters as you begin to come to, either standing or perhaps seating up? And who would like to begin with their description?
Hola. My character name is Vega de Leon. You'd see a gentleman, mustache, be wearing a shirt that's probably been used more times than it's allowed to. And then a leather jacket over top. Vintage, been worn. If anyone's paying attention to it. It's good quality, but it's old. He's about 5'11", not so heavy set. Looks like he's been without a meal every once and again, just that toned enough with whatever nutrients he gets to sustain himself. But yeah, he'd be around, kind of just looking around, just sort of very paranoid at this point.
Whatever corner of the room I'm in, you would see a older gentleman, not old in the sense of elderly, but somewhere in the middle to latter parts of his life. Still looks like he could be spry if he needed to, but he also looks extremely delicate. Unlike Mr. Vega, this man has certainly never missed a meal. He is not overweight, but he's also definitely not by any standards thin. Pretty dapper clothing, although it seems to be, even in 1998 standards, clothes that are a few decades past being in style. He wears suspenders and an eye patch. Unlike my thing here, his beard and mustache are neatly trimmed. One could tell from a glance that he takes pride in making sure his outward appearance is as eclectic as he is. He's average height, average American build, slightly overweight, and I would say at this point in time, he's just looking very confused and nervous.
Should I go?
Go ahead.
So you see, in another like edge of the room, a younger Korean high schooler that is on, like just kind of pressed against the edge of the room, very tense. Her style is more into grunge. She's wearing a coat with a plaid pattern, along with a so white black coat, a red skirt, and she has like fishnets on her, for like socks, and really like thick platform boots, like combat boots. The kind that you feel like if she kicked you with it, it would really hurt. So she's just looking around, just really paranoid as well, but keeping quiet for now and observing.
Well, somewhere in the room, Carlos is standing. He's somewhere around 6'2", with long braids that are pretty bright green. His clothes is very baggy, like athletic, baggy sportswear with nice white running shoes. And very much like everyone else, he is also around, kind of freaked out at the whole thing.
I will also add there is an additional individual in this room. A man who's kind of propped up against one of the walls. See, he has his head clean shaven. He's wearing what looks to be fanciful branded clothing, but to those who are keen of eye, the brand names are misspelled.
So Sage will, I think, be the first one to speak. She looks around, just confess, and then just asks, "Where, where am I? And who are you? Who are all of you?"
Big will respond. Let me ask. Did Big Sal put you up to this? This?
What?
Do you guys know Sal? And then he just sort of calls out from the cage. Listen, Sal, I didn't know it was your wife. Okay, I thought it was your daughter, man. This is a little bit much.
By the lack of Sal's response, I would say it's clear that we are not conjoined here as a prank for you, sir.
I don't know, man. This is crazy. Who the hell are you guys?
So you see Sage, she's like clutching onto a little plushie that was tied to her belt as kind of like a trying to keep herself calm, like, okay, I'm stuck in here with a bunch of weirdos. How the hell do I get out of here? Where am I? I need to get back home.
And what of this other very quiet gentleman here? You wouldn't by chance have any knowledge of our predicament, would you? Yes, I'm saying to you, Yumpa.
Fucking no, man. This is freaky as hell. Like, it's not funny either.
Would we equate this to a cell, or would it be like a locked
Does
room?
it have an entrance?
It's you would
Like, is
notice
it
there
bars,
is
or
what looks to be a large metal door on one of the
Oh.
walls. The rest of them are pure brick with like these iron struts.
So is the room sealed? Like, is there a window in this room?
There is no windows. It is a windowless room.
Just an iron door.
Just a big iron door.
Check out the door.
Okay,
Anyone
so
check the door
what
yet?
I gather is that none of you guys know what the fuck is happening. Do I have that right?
Pretty
with
much.
such vulgar language? But yes, you are correct.
Whoops. Right. Okay. So you mentioned there was one other person in the room
Yeah.
aside from us four.
And you see this guy begin to get up, pushing himself against the wall as he kind of looks around, going, "What the fuck?"
Welcome. So, let me ask you guys this. Does anyone remember how they got here?
I was just walking home at night, and then suddenly I think I was covered in. Well, I don't know, it went black. I saw this figure and then it went black.
Trench coat?
Yes. Long trench coat. Wait, do you
You
know
guys
that
saw the
guy?
Hat Man too?
He had a hat.
Yeah, I had a hat.
Wait, have you guys not heard about the Hat Man?
What? Sage looks
Ah,
very confused.
it's like this urban legend going around saying that if you see the Hat Man, bad things happen. Heard about it from a few guys I know.
State of Los Angeles, man. Oh, jeez. Hat man.
Does the door have a handle?
No,
It's
it
a
does
metal
not.
door. Well, Sage will walk over and try to push anyways.
Alright. You push on the door, and you hear the sound of it opening a little and then stopping, as if there's like a metal bar holding it.
Oh. Oh, no.
I
Big metal
wouldn't
door with
make
bars.
myself in a hurry to get out of this place. Whoever put us here intended for us to stay. And as I cannot, for the life of me, say anything about each of you, knowing any of you, we all seem to be from very different social circles. So my advice would be that we don't try to push out into the unknown just yet.
No.
Is he saying I should just stay put? Crosses her arms, just kind of pouting.
I've seen these movies before, man. No. Who's with me here? Who'd help me push this door down? Get this.
Yeah,
Me?
let's get out of here.
I
This
don't
is-
want to stay here.
I don't know about old man over there, but I don't want to be here.
Alright.
Can I kick the door?
Yeah. Maybe I'll
I'll-
go and kick the door and slam against it.
I
Sure
want
thing,
Sage to
alright.
time the kick of the door with Aiko.
Alright then,
Bo
with
will go
that,
stand back, look at the other side of the wall, or the other side of the room.
yeah. I think those of you who are trying to open the door, I need you guys to make me a... This is going to be your strength plus your athletics.
Ooh, that's not gonna be good. How do I roll in this?
There are two ways to roll. Actually, there's one way to roll at the moment. On the on your character page, there should be the final tab is called dice.
Yes.
In there, you should be able to go down to the section that says main dice pools. You want to click add.
Alright.
Now for this one, you want to make sure the attribute is set to strength, the ability is set to athletics, and your difficulty is set to 6. The rest you don't need to worry about for the time being. And then you just need to click roll.
Wow.
3, 4, 5. With that, we watch as you each all together ram into the door as hard as you can, and you hear the sound of metal creaking as the piece of metal behind it seems to have weakened over time, and you hear the loud, horrific sounds of scraping and metal snapping as the doors open.
I did not think that would work. Alright, quickly look through the hallway. Is there anyone there?
No, you just see what looks to be a dark hallway without any light. It extends into darkness.
Oh. Shoot.
Great.
We can stay here, we can go, but I'm telling you, let's go.
We
What
should
about the
go
other
before
two?
someone comes back.
We leaving that old dude and the other guy?
Sage will actually peek through the door to look at oh, what was the name again?
We haven't given them yet, but
Haven't given them yet.
seeing the door come open, I suppose Bo will invariably follow. But I am curious as to what Kane is doing, or what this fifth person is doing.
He's immediately starting to book it as the door opens. Like, let's get the
Right?
fuck out of here.
Everyone just get the hell out of here. So, I think we should stay as a group. You guys don't seem to be well, bad guys here. So, in case we run into anyone, I think it's best if we stay together.
Think. You guys coming? And which way did the guy go? Mystery shaped head guy.
Forward. The only way is forward into the darkness.
The only way is forward. Oh, so it's a door and then yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we go.
We go. I don't know if I'm going to run because I don't.
I'm not,
Is it dark
it's
that
too
way? I
dark.
can't see it.
It's too dark.
Yeah, I'm not going to run into a wall or something. So I'm going to be walking with my.
You hear the sounds
in
of
front of
running
me.
footsteps and then a stumble, someone on the ground, and then get themselves up and then run again.
Oh, that's funny. Well, that.
Yeah, clearly, you guys can tell the guy in front of you doesn't seem very smart.
Yeah, the phrase "canary in a coal mine" comes to mind.
Yeah.
We use that guy's bait. We should just go at a brisk walk pace. I don't think we should be running in the dark.
All right. You continue your path forward, though it is not long before you find yourself in pitch blackness, unable to see anything.
Oh.
At least that's what should be happening. Ironically for you, Beauregard, you actually can kind of make things out in the darkness. You can kind of see the outline of the walls. You can hear the sounds of the footsteps of the man ahead. Definitely better than you would normally be able to. It's an odd sensation to be able to hear this echo around you.
Oh.
He immediately attributes this to adrenaline in what appears to be a life or death situation. So while he notices and acknowledges the heightened sense, especially uh, vision wise, he's not one who's had his adrenaline pumping quite like this before very often. So that's what he's assuming that it is. With that, he is confidently moving forward. Um, I would even add kind of leaving the other group behind ever so slightly. He's concerned about himself strictly.
Hmm.
It is at which point you find yourself reaching the end of this long corridor to what looks to be some very steep stairs that leads up to what you think is the outline of a hatch of some sort, maybe a trapdoor. It's at
Cool.
this point I need you, Beauregard, to make me a perception and what should we do for this one? Perception and alertness roll. And your difficulty for this will be 8.
Oh no.
Mm. Okay, so I'm on the dice page. Where do I only see
Go down
perm,
to
temp, willpower.
my main dice pools, which would be
Okay,
the third one down. Then you click add.
gotcha.
You change the attribute to perception and the
Okay.
ability to alertness. And then at the very end, you'll see difficulty. You set that to 8.
Very cool. Roll.
1 success. With that, you hear a faint sound. Sounds of something heavy hitting the ground. Other than that, it's very faint.
On the other
You
side
don't
of
hear
the
anything.
hatch or behind
On
us?
the other side of the hatch.
It appears we have found an exit. He'll kind of say back towards them. But I think someone has beaten us to it. Or perhaps our captor lies on the other side.
Hmm.
Would any of you strong men here care to go first?
Vegas sort of looks at his arms and then I don't know. Is it still dark? Can we still see?
Oh, no, it's
Are we
pitch black.
making out?
It's pitch
Yeah.
black. I think your eyes are probably slowly starting to adjust, but it's really hard
Yeah.
to see.
Vegas is continually looking for matches, but he knows he doesn't smoke. But just in case, I guess no one wants to. I guess I could.
It is right over this way, he says, trying to be quiet so that the sound on the other side doesn't hear him as well.
Reach out your hand and grab mine. That way, find you. Starts putting his arm.
As he kind of gets nearby, Bo will grab his hand, but he's going to grab it in very awkward for what probably Vega would expect. He's going to kind of give him the little soft hand grab to pull him, not kind of the typical macho grab, but a very effeminate.
Fair enough.
It's like, my, what hands these are, and he'll place it on the hatch.
Vegas like, oh thank goodness, it's pitch black. And then he starts going up the ladder and whatever. Yeah, and push.
All right, with that, as you kind of feel yourself grabbing this kind of handle, and you hear this shifting of metal, this loud, almost scraping noise. before you hear something move out of place and you can move it up. It's very heavy. It's like a sheer piece of metal that you're just having to lift up and down. There's the sound of the clattering of metal as it lifts up and then over onto the ground.
Wow.
And
Shit,
then
darkness.
light spews into the small hallway. As you look up to see what look to be these large industrial lights that hang from the ceiling. You look around and you seem to be in some sort of factory.
Any sign of people?
What?
As you look
Anyone?
around, yes, there are signs of people. Or rather, they're signs of what were people. As you see, the ground is littered with bodies. Many of them with large wounds in their chest as blood spills out onto the ground around them. A couple of them look to have had their arms removed, as if they've been ripped out of the socket. You then look out to see what looks to be a man or a person that seems to be grabbing onto another man and holding him close.
Is that person dead? The one they're holding?
It's hard to make out from this distance.
How far away is the guy?
About 3 meters. Not too far.
Ooh.
Exit the other way.
Run.
There's only one
Away
way to
from this
exit.
person.
But
Oh,
I mean,
no.
you'd have to step out first, and to do that, you'd be moving closer. You have to move out of the little hole that you're in.
Look for
Let's
weapons.
see.
Look for something to hit him with. And
As you look around, there's like a
Yeah.
baseball bat on the ground. The baseball bat is like wrapped with what look to be barbed wire. Another like what looks to be just like a plank of wood.
The most effective weapon, a stick.
Now there's the light. Who's the biggest of us?
Hmm.
I'll slowly like
This.
move down a little bit so I don't look that big.
I'll say at
But
this point you
I will
watch
grab something.
as the person hanging onto the other man pulls their head back and then lets go of the body as it falls to the ground. You watch as the body falls to the ground. There's like this massive chunk of his neck missing as blood spills out.
Ooh.
And as the figure turns around, you see this pale, stony expression with blood covering his mouth and chin.
Does the dude have a hat?
No.
Is it Hat Guy? No, it's not Hat Man. Okay.
This guy is
Oh.
wearing like a hood that's kind of covering his head and his face a little, but you can see his mouth. And he turns to look at you.
I kind of like a deer in headlights here. Like, there's so much stuff that's shocking just in this scene. Sage has seen some blood and gore, but not to this extent. This is terrifying.
At which point...
Bo would like
Okay.
to try and say something to him.
No, go ahead.
He's gonna kind of semi shout out, "My good man, I assure you that my family and I are no strangers to the profits or the failures of one's bank account. And if you are needing some financial assistance, that my freedom would be very handsomely rewarded by my father, I assure you."
What he said.
The figure seems to look in your direction before it turns its head and begins to step away, a direction away from you towards what looks to be a doorway.
Okay, so it doesn't seem like the one stepping away. I think Sage
And
will
if
actually
no
get out.
compensation is needed, then I suppose we shall keep your identity a secret, as he's trying to just assure him as he's walking away.
At which point you watch as he stops before he goes through the doorway and then he turns around. As he does, you hear a voice from above. My, oh my. What have we here? As you look up, you see these large pipings where the light doesn't quite get you, so they're covered in like darkness and shadow. But for your eyes, Beauregard, you think you can make out a figure in the rafters, hanging onto one of these large pipes. With that, you watch as, well, you all watch as a figure falls from the ceiling and lands before you. You watch as the ground cracks beneath them before they rise up. As they do, you finally get to see the face of this figure, and what you see is what can only be described as a hideous man. His chin and jaw looks like it's been broken several times and just hasn't set right. It's like kind of off to the side, and as he speaks, there's like this slight clicking noise. His face is heavily scarred from brow to chin, as if something heavy has just cut through his face and destroyed his features. Other than that, he looks human-esque. And he begins to speak. But the voice is different to the one you heard. So, you must be what they were here to protect. Or perhaps keep imprisoned.
I would think the latter applies more to us, sir. Would that mean you are here to free us? To rescue us?
More the
He
former
says
than the
hopefully.
latter. You are newly made. Or remade, perhaps.
What do you mean?
The creature smiles. Or at least attempts a smile, as it's kind of crooked and off-putting. You, let's say you're no longer what you used to be.
Vigo has the bat. Uh, we'll just have it behind his back, and he'll just tell the rest, "Get ready to run."
Yeah.
Now, normally, it would be my prerogative to see that those who have been created without the permissions of thine elders are returned to ash. But I'm feeling generous
the hell?
tonight.
Thank you.
You're speaking in riddles. What the hell are you talking about?
I'm going to say under my hat, kind of just to the group, trying to not let this person hear, and say, this seems like one of those religious cults.
We should just follow through with Vega's plan and book it.
You can run as far as you'd like, but you won't outrun me. And yes, I can hear your whispers.
Oh shit.
Drops the bat.
You
What
have
excellent
found
ears do you
yourself.
have?
Kill us?
Mm. You have found yourselves in a conflict that has been spanning millennia.
Great.
And
Uh,
I'm sure you're curious as to why you are here and what has happened to you. No?
Yes, I do want to know, but what is this conflict stuff? I'm just a high schooler. What?
yeah, we gotta
Utter
get her to
confusion.
school, man. Like, seriously.
Oh, there will
It's
be
like,
no more school for you. In fact, there will be no more day. You will find that your new existence will be bound to the night, as you will find the sun very painful. To put it plainly, you are all dead. Or
What?
rather, undead. Is something funny?
uh, uh, I again, just I get it. I seen this. This is a prank. Where's the camera? Is it right over there? And he'll just start
Oh, is this
waving.
one of those television things?
I think so.
I
Where's Ashton
assure
Kutcher?
you
Is he
this
coming out?
is no deception.
Hmm.
Prove it.
I may be long in the teeth, but I do not believe myself to be a part of the grave just yet. In fact, I feel no different than I did last I remember.
I'm still
Is
moving. I
that
don't think I'm
so?
dead.
Tell me. It's a cold night, is it not? Yet none of you have frost upon your breath.
Hmm.
We're inside. Bodies clearly are made of something that gives off heat.
Does your body give off heat?
Sage would check. Like, neck
Check your pulse?
or the up. Yeah,
Nothing.
like neck is like usually nothing. What? How?
As I
He just
said,
keeps on like pressing
you are
the
dead.
hand on the neck. Then
Brought
why?
back by cursed blood. You are now kindred. Or rather, perhaps, the term better used by mortals is vampires.
Oh, wait. Vampires are not real.
Yeah.
What are you
Yeah.
talking about? This must be just some weird thing. I'll just go to the doctors, get it checked out. It'll be fine.
Oh, I can assure you we are very real. And I would be very careful who you trust with such knowledge, as there are many in this world who would see you destroyed for your new nature. And though you have been given a second chance, there is no third. After this death, there is nothing.
Are you a vampire?
He smiles. Yes. And as he does, you see these fangs just under his lips.
I don't feel like no vampire.
Do you know who did this to us? Who kidnapped us?
That is what I'm trying to figure out. Whoever has done so has done this unlawfully, and will find
Vampires have
themselves
laws?
punished. Of course. All civilized creatures do. Just not everyone follows them. And it's my job to ensure that those who don't are punished for their actions. Where are my manners? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Toby.
Ruby.
Tony.
Toby. Toby. Some have called me Tobias, but I far prefer the informal.
Okay.
Mostly because those who call me Tobias are the ones who, well, it's the last name upon their lips. So let's
Oh,
keep things friendly.
Well, Mr. Mr. Toby, excuse me that I have a affinity for formality. My name is Beauregard Thibodeau LaFontaine III, son of Thibodeau LaFontaine Jr., the famous senator. You may have heard of him.
I
I
do
don't
not
know if
contend
these
myself with kind.
connections.
I do not
Well,
concern
I
myself with
suppose that some
kind
of these
politics.
circumstances might exclude me from your little social club gathering. Perhaps a hefty donation can get me replaced with someone else here.
Unfortunately, there is no replacement in our society. You have been made, and there is no way to unmake what you have become. Aside from, death. Which
you
could be an
mentioned there.
option if you would prefer it. I could make it quick and painless.
No. You mentioned there were laws for vampires. Well, seeing as we are vampires, can you give us a little hint what those laws are?
Oh, of course. You'll need to know them if you're going to survive in our society.
Your generosity is really nice. This has been fun. But I got a parrot to go take care of. Probably scared.
Hmm.
Not home.
I would suggest you leave that part of your existence behind. After all, you are dead. It is better you remain that way for your sake and for the sake of those you care for. But you see, the first of our laws, our traditions, is known as the Masquerade. Thou shalt not reveal thy true nature to those not of the blood. Doing so shall renounce thy claim of blood. That means you get to meet me.
Hmm. So we just can't tell anyone that is not a vampire,
Correct.
or we die. Well,
Yes.
Are you the only justicia of this penalty, or are there others in the same profession as you?
Oh, I am. Let us say I am not in any form just. That would be the sheriff's business.
hmm.
You just say sheriff.
Yes. Reeve, if you prefer. Surely that is a concept you can wrap your little mind around.
It's very little. Help explain. Eve.
It just means
Well,
an executor of the law and the punishments, rather, for those who might break it are carried out by this man.
I'm just trying to figure out where do I stay.
That is something you will need to decide. Truthfully, I should be here to ensure that each and every one of you are destroyed. But as I said, I'm feeling merciful. So I'm going to offer you an opportunity. Survive the night and the next day, and I may consider allowing you to join our prestigious society. Fail and, well, I think that bit's pretty obvious.
We die, I guess. Alright. I still think this is some kind of bad nightmare, but if I survive it, I'll just see how it goes.
Oh, and I'd recommend you do your best to stick together. 'Tis much easier for you fledglings to survive. After all,
Hunted or something.
You assuredly will be. After all, there are many of our kind within this city, and many other things that would see your destruction. But I'll leave that for you to figure out on your own.
Alright. Is there any way to tell the time?
Unless one of you has like a wristwatch or something.
Not for Sage.
The Timex.
Yeah.
With the
Look at
calculator.
the watch. It's about 10 p.m.
Oh, at the start of the night.
Mr. Toby, if I may ask another question, I am not without having read a story or two about what you claim our condition to be. But are there any other circumstances besides the sunlight that we should be leery of in the coming day?
Avoid fire. You will find that will also not be very pleasant. Oh, and I recommend you do not starve yourself. After all, the beast itself is not very merciful, and tends to run rampant if you let it. Now that one I'll let you figure out for yourself.
There's the drive-through open.
How hungry does Sage feel?
We're going to start off with this. Each of you roll me a d10.
Just one d10.
And then we'll go through a new mechanic. Yeah, just a d10, and then we're going to go through a new mechanic. Alright. Sage, you start off with 10 points of blood. So you don't feel very hungry at all. You feel very sated. However, there is still this presence in the back of your mind that is hungry eternally.
Oh.
There's almost like this pain in your chest, like a hunger pain that's always there in the back of your mind. And you all begin to feel this kind of feeling within, this deep hunger, this emotion that begins to burn like a flame. For Beauregard, you are at 6 out of 10 blood. At this point, you can feel the hunger within. This pain in your chest that demands satisfaction. It demands to be sated. The same goes for you, Carlos. But for you, Vega, you begin to feel this harsh burn. This desire that pushes itself into you, as if it attempts to take over your mind. And as you look at the ground, you see the blood that has kind of begun to pool out. And you feel this almost desire within.
Resist as best he can.
Make me a self-control roll.
Oh no.
Now, here is a fun mechanic we have. In Vampire, you have 3 virtues. You have conscience, you have self-control, and you have courage. Conscience is your connectiveness to your humanity, your ability to notice right from wrong. Self-control is your ability to hold yourself back and, keep control in stressful situations. And courage is your ability to control your fear and the fears of the beast. You're going to make a self-control roll, and it's going to be at a difficulty of 7. So I will set that up for you now. And then you just need to click the roll button under self-control.
Over here. Okay, sounds good. And that's a
Oh, no.
6.
You all hear this sound from Vega. It sounds like almost an animalistic growl, but it's human. As you watch in a swift motion, he moves over, latching onto one of the bodies on the ground. You watch as he rears up as 2 massive fangs come out and he bites into the body. Vega, you begin to feel this powerful sensation fill you. It is the strongest of pleasures. It is the most delicious of food, the tastiest of drugs, the best orgasm you have ever had in your life, all wrapped up into one, and times 1,000. It is heaven. You gain 3 points of blood. You guys just hear this savage noises coming from Vega.
Savage noises.
How dreadful.
Sage takes a few steps back, trying to avoid the bodies that are on the ground.
With that, Vega, you begin to come to.
Crazy.
As if
Smoking a
this
cigarette at
presence
this
had
point.
taken over your body. Yeah. But now you are back in control.
What the hell?
And you'll just start spitting like, I don't know. What happened? What is this? I want. Slip something. We slip something.
As you guys turn back to Tobias, or Toby, he's gone. As you just hear a voice begin to echo around. Good luck, Caitiff. You'll need it.
Okay. Okay, just survive the night. Just survive the night.
The fuck is going? Dude, that was not cool at all. What you just did.
Sorry, guys.
Well, pardon me for this, but I am, to say, curious, Mr. Vega, about what it tasted like.
It tasted like heaven. I gotta
He's
walk this
crazy.
off, and he'll start walking. Just
Okay. Hearing that it tasted like heaven, Sage will actually try to just use like a finger to just get some of the blood off from the ground, and then also taste it.
What the fuck?
It
What are you
tastes
doing?
so fucking good.
Oh my god, he's right. Um.
I would say it's odd because you still get like that irony taste that blood
Yeah.
has, but it's so good for some reason.
What the
Uh,
hell?
can I try to find something sharp?
Yeah.
Uh,
Like there's like a broken piece of glass. Looks pretty sharp.
that would be perfectly fine. I would like to cut my own fingertip and try blood that way of my own blood.
All right. Do that. As you do, no blood comes to the surface. It looks like your skin is dead. However, as you kind of look at it and focus on it for a few moments, you watch as blood seemingly is forcibly pushed out of the wound. And it's in that moment you realize you have like this kind of subtle control over your blood within your body.
Well, how queer.
And as you taste it, it tastes, it tastes good. But you can
But
tell it
not to
doesn't
the
sate you.
expectation that they have been
No,
saying.
definitely not.
Youngins. He'll wipe his hand.
I will say, interestingly enough, the wound itself does not heal. But you can feel like you can heal it if you focused. And as you do,
Right.
the wound closes over. Not even a scar. As if it was never there.
He's going to attempt to focus on his eye and see if that's something that can heal in the same way that he just healed his finger.
You focus on your eye, and there is nothing.
Okay.
So Sage wants to actually check out the outside of the factory, see if she can get a sense of where she is, or just essentially survey.
Sure. As you step out into the street, essentially, you can see there looks to be a bunch of other large abandoned factory buildings. If you had to guess, you're probably in the old industrial area of the city that has been decommissioned since a lot of industry is done outside of the city and is imported in. There used to be a thriving steel industry here, but it is long since gone.
Seems like a good place to hide out for a bit. And for the bodies on the ground, how many?
There looks to be around 10. Again, some of them are hard to tell because they've been brutalized.
Is there anything on the bodies that would denote like any kind of symbol or anything? Like what people, who are these people? Like any symbols, uniform?
Make a... We're gonna say this is going to be either a perception and alertness, or an wits investigation.
Let me see. Perception alertness. I'll take that.
All right.
Let me
Note,
just
any of you
quickly-
can also join in this and attempt one of those rolls. Each one will
Perception.
give different information.
What difficulty?
Difficulty 6, standard.
It's gonna be so many dice.
Jesus, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, doesn't
4
my alertness have
successes.
a bit? No, alertness should have 2 dots. Did it count?
It should have. Yeah, ability. 2.
Perception, alertness.
Oh, I
6.
see it.
Perception, alertness, or wits investigation. Standard difficulty, which is 6.
So I wanted to point out, Sage seems to, like, despite the situation being just horrifying, she seems to just adapt to it rather quickly for a high schooler, concerningly quickly for a high school, and she's investigating
I think
them.
it's very suspicious. What school did you go to? Know your way around bodies. Seem comfortable around them.
You went to Oakwood Academy.
I went to Oakwood Academy. But let's just say this isn't my first time seeing a crime scene. It's nothing to do with the school. What did Sage find?
My name's Vega, by the way, everybody.
Oh, right. I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Sage, although my actual name is Isyo. It's Korean, but you can call me Sage. Most people call me that.
Why are we all so comfortable just standing around a bunch of bodies? This man just started sucking blood and you just tasted it from the ground. Am I going crazy right now?
I think I've already gone a bit insane. Just I'm treating this like a nightmare. I'm just gonna survive this, and then maybe I'll wake up.
Do we have?
We do not.
Yeah, what?
We do not have the luxury of being discombobulated at a juncture such as this. It is in our best interest to accept the conditions as they are given us. I
Right,
assure you
thank
that I find no more beauty in the actions we just saw Mr. Vega perform than you do, sir.
Name's Carlos. Can we at least have the conversation somewhere else? If we're
Let the
gonna have
siege
to stick
find first
together, if
before
we
we
are
move.
vampires.
Yeah. All right. So, Tone, did you roll perception and alertness or wits investigation?
I rolled a wits investigation.
Okay. So Sage, as you are looking around, you can tell that these are people. They look to be people of like a number of different maybe backgrounds and races. An interestingly mixed cultural group. As you're looking around, they just seem to be dressed kind of like maybe people connected to maybe gangs or something like that. There's a lot of like leathers and spikes and things like that. Judging by some of the weaponry, it's a lot of things that have just been kind of put together. So yeah, you definitely, these people don't look to be any kind of professionals in any way. They just seem like a bunch of people. Maybe people that are used to rough situations. For you, Vega, you see on one of them what looks to be like a patch that's been sewn into the jacket. It's this odd kind of spiked symbol.
Rip it off.
Specifically, it looks to be like almost like a sword hilt, but at the bottom of it, it's like a circular thing with a bunch of spikes on it.
Seen this before? Does it look familiar, or is it just something that's intriguing?
It's certainly not familiar.
I rip it off. Anyone recognize this?
I would Sage recognize it?
No.
Anything in the pockets of that jacket?
You find like a pocket knife. Other than that, not much else.
Alright. There's nothing much here. Probably some gang members and vampires fighting. Uh, yeah, we should move out of here.
If there's a vehicle, I can drive it. Maybe we just drive out of this town.
Well, let's have a look around then.
At this point, the other guy kind of looks at you guys and goes, "Well, I don't know about you guys, but I think I'm just gonna go."
Bet you were here this
Alright.
entire time.
Now, he had advised us to stick together.
I'm not gonna listen to that guy. I'm not gonna listen to some asshole telling me what to do. I'm gonna find a way to survive on my own. I always have.
You do you.
Yeah,
You know what this
I
is?
I'm gonna.
That
I don't
guy.
fucking know.
What's your name?
Some kind of gang symbol, maybe? Oh. Name's Eddie.
Oh. Well, I guess see you around, Eddie.
Yeah, well,
You sure you want to stick around? Do you have a place to lay low or something? Look like
yeah,
you're a man
just
of
go to
the
my
streets.
apartment or something. I'll find a way to survive. Nothing can kill old Eddie, I can tell you that much. With that, you watch as he begins to walk out.
Is he wearing a yellow shirt by chance? Wait,
Sure.
wait, what is that?
Yellow shirt.
That's a Star
Yellow
Trek
shirt.
shirt that's like doomed to die.
Okay. So we should move to maybe a different building that isn't covered in blood. People might come investigating here.
Red shirt, that's the one. Yeah, let's go. I got a knife. We got a bat. You know what? Maybe just find some weapons and let's find a place. Let's find a vehicle or something. Drive. Well, a couple places we could probably go.
So move to a adjacent factory. At least that's what this year's gonna do. Find another building that isn't covered in blood. To
Can
just
check my persons for, like, my wallet? Would I have access to any of my financials?
Yeah, you probably would. You have like your cards and your cash, whatever you have in your wallet. ID.
It
Oh,
may
so all of that
seem
stuff's
presumptuous, but I could suppose put us in a room if we would like to stay together.
Oh, yeah.
Don't
Sounds
suppose
like a good
anyone here
idea.
knows of a good hotel in these parts, as he looks around
Ah.
at the aged factories and
Fairly new to the area. How about you, Carlos? Do you know?
We ain't
There
gonna
you
find nothing here. We're gonna have to go back into the city.
do that. Well done. Bo. Wait, did you say your name?
I think so. Yeah,
Right.
because I announced it to the
Or my
hat man.
vampire name reading kicked in.
Yeah.
But you look like a bow to me.
Hello, my name. Walk
Would
up
it
to
be a
town,
good
what-
idea
look
to
around.
move back to the city? As long as we don't run into anyone.
I kind of think I know how the answer to this is going to go, but can I see a reflection of myself at all in a mirror of the factory or anything? Like I'm just trying to deduce if
Okay.
I look any different than
Sure.
than yesterday.
You look up in like probably like a piece of broken glass and kind of see your reflection a little bit. You look exactly the same, except paler. You look dead, but like a nice dead. You know, You might be
Nice.
ready for a
Damn,
funeral.
now he's dead.
Yeah.
Well, I can't see anything that has marked us per se as different. Granted, I don't know what any of you looked like before this encounter, but I
Well,
don't see
considering
anything that would make us be unwelcomed in civilized society.
I suppose we should give it a shot.
Oh,
Are there
if
any
we could
vehicles
leave the
nearby?
hotel, then you
Or a
blast away.
payphone.
As you go out into the street, why don't one of you roll me a d10 and tell me high or low?
One of us?
Yeah, one of you. Roll a d10 and tell me high or low before you roll.
Who's feeling lucky?
I'm not feeling lucky right now. Someone else early.
All right. I'm gonna roll a d10 and vote on high.
All right.
D10. Never mind. My
There are
God.
no
I was
vehicles
wrong.
and there is no
I was
payphone.
rolling
This
so well.
this place looks completely abandoned.
I was rolling so well until then. That always happens.
Oh,
Actually, you do hear something. As you look off in the distance, you can kind of see some lights and what looks to be at least sounds like music coming from one of the abandoned factories further down the road.
Run. We should go. Sage will actually just try to sneak out to basically wait, where are we exactly in position? Are we still inside the factory of blood?
Your guys are probably like on the pathway where the main road is, and you're surrounded by these large industrial buildings on both sides of the road.
The way to the city, is it past the people with the lights? Or is it other way?
No, it'd probably be the other way.
Should we go to the city?
there's lights
Yeah.
and music. There's probably vehicles.
Yeah, there's probably
You
more
wanna
people
fight
like
them?
Toby that might want to kill us because they're not Toby and they're not feeling super nice about whatever we
Does
just
Vega
killed.
have blood? Blood on them?
Oh yes, Vega has like
Yeah, that's
blood on his
You
chin.
look like you killed someone.
Do I have something on my face?
You look
Did I
like you
get it
killed
now?
someone.
What? What are you telling me?
Bo will head over and present a nice handkerchief out of his pocket to him.
Thank you, Beauregard. Smear it as best you can and then return it back to you.
You look a little better. You do look like there's probably like a bit of blood in your mustache. And also a bit of blood that kind of stains your hands a little, but otherwise you seem all right. It's not too noticeable.
Let's go get a
Hmm.
place.
So,
Lay low.
do you want to... So are we running this way? Or are you going to try to look for a vehicle over there?
The chances of the music people being bad. This is the place with all the dead bodies.
I vote
I don't.
run the other way.
Yeah, I don't want to go to whatever that is. There might be more. Yeah, more of them, and who knows about that creepy dude that was also sucking off the other dude before I. Let's get out of here.
I do
Yeah.
not disagree with your sentiments of fear and anxiety, but I do not know which way town is. I do not know, even if I had a phone, whom I would call to tell them where I am. So I do kind of think that Mr. Vega might be correct that securing good transportation might be the most valuable first step for us.
Can't argue with a man with that accent, man. Like,
It would be a pretty funny argument, but
Alright.
oh god, all
Are
right.
we just going to ask them politely? Lead the way.
but we could probably try and know my way around vehicles pretty good.
Oh, larceny is what we are discussing now. I suppose, given our condition, that is something to be overlooked.
You're not guilty of mass murder, man.
Not yet, you'll
This
not.
is lesson for worries.
Hmm.
What's the
Not sure,
plan,
man.
guys?
Let's go. Let's go to the cars or the lights.
Yeah, I guess we gotta stick together. He'll
Alright.
he'll like let the others start walking and he'll like fucking
To be
It's
clear,
like,
I
oh, I
am
get
of
to
the
punch some
mind that
heads
we
in.
are getting near-ish to it
Mhm.
and looking for cars parked outside, potentially
Yeah.
to break into and hop. Yeah, okay.
Alright, sounds good. I think with that, we're going to cut to a quick break, and then we will be back to find out what happens as you approach the party. With that, we'll see
Yay.
you guys back in a little bit. Stay tuned. See you
How
in
long?
5 minutes. About 5 minutes. Bye.
Yeah.
And we are back. Hello and welcome to uh, Orphaned Blood. It's going to take me a while to get the name of the series again, but I hope you're excited for more terrible, very bad, no good times for our poor unfortunate souls.
We're going to a party. It's gonna be fine.
It's a
That's
party.
true. Going to a
It's
party.
so good.
Music.
It's all
gonna be
good.
great. All right. With that, we return to the perspective of our dear players. As you begin to sneak up upon what looks to be some sort of underground rave going on.
Oh.
Let me see if I can get some music going.
Where there's a rave, there might be vehicles.
Let's try. This one.
Hmm.
That
Was
does not
less
sound like
what I
rave
wanted.
music.
That was not it. That was not the song I wanted.
Like about to enter into a sci-fi black hole.
Here we go. This is the one.
It was like boss fight music.
We may
Fight
need that
against
music
mecha
in a
right now.
moment.
Mecha fight.
There we go. As we can hear the music. We watch as you begin to creep closer. You can see outside there looks to be a number of vehicles that have been parked. A couple trucks, a couple fancy looking cars, maybe a motorcycle or two. And you can see inside these large doors that are open and light is spewing out. You can hear the music through the walls as it seems just to be blasting. It looks almost as if the building is slightly rattling from the sound. You can see what looks to be one guy who's sitting on a stool just outside where the door are. And he just seems to be there, his head back against the wall, looking bored out of his mind. And you can kind of see this at the distance as you begin to approach. He certainly hasn't clocked you yet, as he doesn't seem to be paying much attention.
Does it look like all the vehicles are within his eyesight? Like his eye line?
Most of them are, yeah.
Which one's not?
Probably one that's like behind another truck. So it's probably like this slim 4-seater. Probably doesn't have a roof, so it's just like a... I forgot the word.
Convertible.
Open top. Yeah, convertible. At least it looks like it was once a car that had a roof, but it's been taken off.
Oh.
You can see the markings where like a saw has cut through it. And you can see on the side, on the door, there's this symbol that's been painted on it. It looks to be
Does
some
the
sort of
symbol match?
bird.
Okay, doesn't match.
It doesn't match the patch. Carlos, if you would like, you can make a wits and streetwise.
Oh.
Alright. All good. Carry forward.
Can I use my knowledge of vehicles, given the fact that, dabble around the old driving,
Yeah.
is there a vehicle that I would suspect would be easy to break into? Probably one not so new, kind of older, talking about early 90s, maybe late 80s.
The one without a roof is probably the easiest because you can just jump into it and then attempt to hotwire it. The other ones you would have to, like, get the door open. So you need to attempt to, like, shift it open. Or attempt to jam something into the keyhole until it unlocks. Which is possible.
That's what Big is thinking. And Big will suggest this to the group. And, let's find a car. We can just pop the door open. Let me get to work. We'll drive out. Maybe something preferably with tinted windows.
So we're taking not the convertible one? A different one?
Convertible one that's been cut with a sword.
Is that the one we're taking?
No, not that one.
Not that one. Okay.
Right.
We'll say there's the
Plus-
convertible and there's like another one that's more like a truck or like a Humvee.
Bo, you seem good at talking to people. Play distraction.
Oh, am I to... I suppose if I am needed to distract the sentry, then I shall do my best, but is there some assurances you three might give me that I do not get
Oh.
abandoned at the sentry
No,
post?
I'll come with you. If it goes south, I'll just bash his head in.
I'm not sure that and pardon my assumptions, but you look a bit too petite for the ways of combat, young lady.
Do you want to test me?
I have no desire to quarrel with anyone. But if you think that you are a good adversary for this potential problem, then I shall take your accompaniment and leave the two strong gentlemen to hotwiring the car.
Let's
the
go.
sage want the bat. The one with the barbed wire.
I actually do better with my fists.
Fact. Oh, and he'll hand you want the bat with the barbed wire.
I can't. He won't. if
No,
he's
I don't think it's a good
came to life.
idea to take. Yeah, to take a
Yeah,
bat.
go talk
gonna
to the
talk to
guard
someone. Just
with a
talk-
bat in
just
hand.
talk.
What's the worst?
I just want to talk. I just want to talk.
It's what I talk.
I would feel
yeah.
a little more comfortable if Mr. Carlos here might possess the bat and come to our aid if and it so comes to that sort of thing.
Then we should just all three of us go talk to the guard. And then we all run.
But then it brings the subject of the bat into question, which may deviate from our intentions on this interaction.
Yeah,
Well,
Beauregard, with your common sense merit, bringing a weapon would not be a good idea. It would turn things hostile very quickly. You would notice this guy has what looks to be like a pistol in his pants, like essentially like in the waistline.
Yeah,
Bring the
I'll
bat to a
stay
gunfight.
here with the
Fair
bat,
enough.
and if you guys
Just in
get into
case.
trouble, I'll try to help. Unless you start shooting. If you start shooting, you're fucked.
Should we work up any sort of signals for when you've got the car ready or for if we need Carlos's assistance?
Scream help.
Scream, save me.
Whistle? Make an animal noise?
Sure.
I don't know.
Hey, What animal noise will you make?
What animal would you find here? Cat?
A dog? Why are you putting someone? Just go talk to the man.
Just this guy. Oh, you just make an animal noise. We're going there.
All right. Well, then Bo will begrudgingly start to march towards the guy trying to be out in plain sight. You know, not like showing his palms, but he's acting totally non-aggressive.
All right. You watch as the
You
guy's
might
kind
even
of
say
sitting
he
there.
sways as he kind of marches. As he's walking, he gains a little confidence with what's going on. And sorry, go ahead.
He kind of sits there, and then when he sees you, he kind of straightens up and goes, "Hey, this is a private party."
Terribly sorry, sir, and I shan't be taking too much of your time. I'm simply lost in this time of night in a bad part of town, and was hoping that you might be able to direct me towards the nearest motel or lodging situation. Seem to
Make
be having
me
a good time in there, huh? I'll try to just...
make me a manipulation and expression, or a manipulation and subterfuge.
Expression or subterfuge, correct?
Yep.
Do I need to set the difficulty?
Standard difficulty, difficulty 6. 2 successes. As you approach, he seems to put his guard down and goes, "Oh, you're a little away from town. Yeah, nah, things are going great here, you know, having a good night. So you want to find a motel or something?"
Yes, I believe that I am a tad too old for the likes of the party going on here. I simply have found myself in a part of town I don't wish to be any longer. If you could just direct me to some place I might find refuge for the night, I would be very grateful. And I would like to also, like pull a $5 bill or something out and just kind of snap it once.
Crisp $5 bill. And he seems to be kind of amenable. So you've grabbed his attention. He is certainly distracted. At this point, we will move over to what Vega and Carlos are up to.
Um, First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check the convertible, and I'm gonna see if there's like anything interesting in the glove box or anything around it under the seats.
There's a gun. What looks to be a
Alright,
pistol.
grab that gun. I grab that gun and I tuck it in my waistband.
As you take it out, you look. The gun has been engraved. Again, with that bird that bird symbol. And something about it is familiar to you, now that you think about it. We'll say it begins to dawn on you. You're pretty sure this is a gang symbol. This is connected to one of the gangs of the area. And as you look around, you notice all the vehicles have this symbol on it. This bird with its large wings out.
Great. I look over at Vega and go like, can we make this faster?
Yeah. We're taking the Humvee?
Sure.
Vega will go to the door. classic maneuver. Check to see if it's unlocked.
Roll me d10. Tell me high or low.
Here we go. Oh shoot, I forgot to call it. Sorry. I didn't.
Roll it again. Tell me high or low.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be high.
It is locked.
All right, not to worry, not to worry. He'll check in the wheel just to see if the keys are.
Oh, you have
Or
to
the
get the
gas
door
cap.
open first. Oh, the
Yeah, just to see like somewhere.
I'd say no. I think
Okay.
you look around. You're pretty sure the keys aren't on or in the vehicle. Not from what you can see from the outside, at least.
I have that pocket knife. Take it out, and I'm gonna jam it into the lock and twist.
All right, make me a dexterity larceny. Difficulty 6.
Dirty arson. Okay. Dirty. Yeah. 3 successes.
Jam it in the lock. You begin to twist. There's like a brief moment where you're worried it might snap, and then you hear the sound of the doors unlocking. The thud as you watch the thing like pop up.
Right. Open the door.
The door opens smoothly.
Okay, look inside. Back seat. Anything in there?
Um,
One in there.
make me a wits investigation. Difficulty 6.
4 successes.
You kind of look around. You like see like there's like a bit where the seat seems to be able to move up. As you open it up, there's a shitload of cocaine in here. Just brick after brick after brick.
Ooh. Carlos.
Yep.
This is a drug car. Like,
Oh shit! What is
you
it?
so much coke before?
Oh, nice. And he'll try to take a line from his fingers.
Cuts one of the boxes. Gets a line. As you kind of sniff it, you don't feel anything. You don't feel the high you would normally.
I think this is a fake stuff, man.
What?
Take a hit. Listen, have you had coke before?
No. Maybe. I don't know. There's been many times that I woke up naked in my bedroom, white powder. But anyways, that's another story.
Yeah, TMI.
I'm gonna try and start the car, and I'm gonna put the knife into the ignition, and
Yeah, by the way, these are gang members, and we're gonna steal their coke. We might be in for a party after this.
So you are going to attempt it one more time. Make another dexterity larceny. Difficulty 6.
two successes.
Takes you a little bit, and then finally, as the car begins to start up, it is not quiet.
Yeah.
Uh,
Fuck.
it certainly, you could tell the muffler is not doing its job. At this point, we cut back to Beauregard and Sage. As you were kind of in mid-conversation, and he's like pulled out a map at this point, and he's like, okay, you want to go this way? and then you want to go down this road, and eventually you'll find a motel here. And as he says here, you hear the loud sound of an engine starting up. And he goes, "What the hell is that?"
Well, it sounds like a car. I do
You watch at this
believe.
point, he's kind of like he's going for his gun as he's like beginning to try and push past you.
All right.
Well,
I'm
is something
gonna-
wrong, sir? Gonna kind of
I have a
start.
question.
follow?
So you have the guy sitting in the front. How? Will anyone in the rave notice if this guy just gets not killed but just unconscious?
Oh, probably. This is a very loud noise. This is going to draw attention. It's a
This is
matter
going
of
to draw
time.
attention anyways. It's a matter of
Yeah.
time. Okay, we need to be quick and oh boy, he has a gun. Can I steal the gun off of him, or is he holding it really tightly?
He's got his hand around it. He's about to pull it out of his waistband.
Okay. I'm gonna try to see if I can steal the gun off, and then we run.
So you're gonna try and like take it from him, essentially pull it from his grip.
Yeah, or take it out of his pocket. It'll be really hard, but I'll attempt.
Essentially, he's already got his hand around it, so you'd have to rip it out of his hand. Like, you'd essentially have to drag
Ew.
and pull it out. There's no way you could do it
Drag and
stealthily.
pull
I
it
can tell
out.
you that much.
No, there's no way to do this stealthily. Well, should I see if I can just fight a guy with a gun? This is not gonna end well. What role is it to take the gun out of someone's hand?
Dex brawl.
Dex, bro. Let's do that.
All right,
I wanna do
dexterity
that.
roll, difficulty 6.
Yep, give me a sec. Dice. Where is it again? Dice, main dice pools, Dex, Brawl, difficulty 6, no modifiers, no disciplines.
Yeah. So we watch as he goes to reach where he's gonna pull out. You quickly go and you
Like-
grab his hand, and you attempt to rip the
Yep.
gun from his grip. You do, however, we watch as your hand kind of wraps around his hand to attempt to pull the gun away, and we hear the sound of cracking bones as you squeeze his
Oh
hand.
shit!
And you hear him go, "Ah, fuck!"
Oh, I have the gun. We run! Run, run, run! We go.
Yes,
Sage, what
thank
do
you
you
for your
think about
direction,
that?
sir.
And you just hear him screaming, "That bitch broke my hand!"
It's like, well, I'm in good form today. Get out of here. Just get into the car, run at me.
Get into the car as quickly as you can.
You're yelling meow the entire time.
At this point, as you're beginning to like essentially pull away, we hear the sound of the tires, screeching across the ground as you begin to pull out, and you just hear like a voice yell out, "Hey, that's my fucking truck!" And as you begin pulling away, everything seems fine, and then the back window shatters as you hear the sounds of gunshots. I need all of you to make me soak rolls. So I need you guys to roll your stamina plus nothing. Difficulty 6.
No. Okay.
And what do we set the ability to?
Nothing.
Nothing. None.
So, nothing. Difficulty 6.
All right. All right then. there is a hail of gunfire. As you basically like look back and you see there's like essentially a line of guys that are currently holding out what looks to be rifles and pistols and are just shooting at the back of the car. Each of them seem to have similar patches on their clothing. That seems to be that bird, that red bird with its wings sprayed out. You guys watch as Beauregard, you're shot in the shoulder, and Vega is shot in the back of the head. However, I need to double check something. Yes, you watch as Vega is shot in the back of the head, and there's like this blast of blood, and for a moment you guys are like, "Oh shit, Vega's dead." And then Vega raises his head. Vega, it's an odd feeling, but you can feel this bullet buried in the back of your skull. It's at this point, Vega, you get to discover what your first discipline is. You have Fortitude, the supernatural resistance. So from now on, when you make stamina rolls, you add your Fortitude to it. Currently, your Fortitude is 2. And for you, Beauregard, you take 1 point of lethal damage as you're shot in the shoulder. You can mark that on your sheet with an X in the health section, where the bruised column is. I will say, the interesting thing to note for you, Beauregard, is that your wound does not bleed. And the bullet seems to have gone through.
The notation. God, that's terrible. This was a bad choice for the eye patch. When I drop the box next to hurt, it just has a number sign, a forward slash, and an
next
X.
to
So you're saying
the X is what you do for lethal damage. In this game, there are 3 types of damage. There's bashing, which is the dash, or the line. Lethal, which is the X. And aggravated, which is supernatural damage, which is the hash.
Gotcha. And I just put that in the hurt, next to hurt, like right above
next to bruised, actually. Not hurt, sorry.
You're good.
But yeah.
Yep, sorry.
No, all good.
Well, that is the strangest thing, but not nearly as strange as Vega here. You know you have a bullet in the back of your skull, don't you, sir?
Reach it. Can I pull the bullet out?
Yep.
Oh god, this is so fucked up. What the?
Okay.
What a
Supernatural.
He'll start driving.
Just keep driving.
They want their coke. Throw their coke at them. Just throw out the window at them.
Yeah, that is what Sage is gonna start doing. Literally.
That's like a hasty. We can sell it. We got money. Hello. Don't stop throwing it away.
No, she's gonna throw one.
Yeah.
The broken glass.
Eventually, you turn a corner and you're no longer being shot at as you begin to make your way down the road back towards the main city.
I would use this time to give Vega the directions I had garnered. However, I don't think going to the place that he just gave us directions to would be the wisest idea.
Yeah, maybe not.
Probably know where we're going. But I would tell him kind of like town is this way, that way. You take this, look for I-15 or whatever.
Yep.
And what was that? So does it hurt? Or was it just like the initial force hurt, but now it no longer hurts? The bullet shot? Or
Yeah, it doesn't hurt. If anything, it makes you feel angry. Or maybe hungry. It's hard to tell, but it's an odd feeling. You certainly don't feel pain in the same way you used to. Now it's more of like an emotion, a vibe. And it wants to hurt whatever hurts you.
You guys, you guys couldn't have picked a less conspicuous car.
That was Vega's fault.
Looks to Vega, and Sage just shrugs.
Got this to you.
Well, originally, I just wanted to go the other way, but now we have all of looks to the the cocaine bricks. Oh boy, if I get caught, I'm in so
We gotta
much trouble.
ditch this thing at some point. I don't think
We can't
anyone's
keep
gonna.
this.
Yeah, and they're going to be on our tail here soon.
I will also add
Anyone-
the gang symbol is emblazoned on the side. It's pretty obvious.
I
Get
just
At
into the
this
city.
point,
time
Park
to
it in there.
apologize to the group.
at this time, Carlos, you actually begin to remember what the symbol is. Connected to a gang known as La Condors. They're a Spanish or Spanish Mexican gang that are local to the area.
Yeah, this is bad news. What can I assume that if there's a cop in the area, they'll probably stop us just because we have the gang thing blazing on the side of the
Well, if actually more likely they would make note of you, but they don't think they would stop you.
Okay.
Not unless they thought you were
Had 20 pounds of coke in the car.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, they don't want to
Yeah,
get into a shootout with a gang every time they pull them over.
So get to the city, park in an alleyway, we take all these bricks of cocaine, and then we dip.
I don't want to take those bricks of cocaine.
More for me. Though I think maybe it's not ready yet. I don't know, because it doesn't do anything.
We can trade perhaps the cocaine for something, right? You got people
Yeah.
that buy drugs. I know that people sell drugs, but gotta be people that buy drugs.
Well, if
Of
you know
course,
a
there's people
guy.
everywhere. At that time, I'm gonna check the gun, make sure that it's actually loaded. And it's not just a bunch of empties, and if it is loaded, I'll rack a round in the chamber just in case.
It's definitely loaded, and you. However, as you drive off, doesn't seem you're being followed. And you continue on your way. Eventually, you reach the city. New Anglehen. As you begin driving through what is now the quiet streets, snow begins to fall from the sky. Truly, it is a New Year's miracle. Or nearly New Year's miracle. Nonetheless, you eventually find a place to ditch the car down an abandoned alleyway in one of the, let's say, lesser, what would be the word? More impoverished areas of the city. A place where you won't draw as much attention. Alright, and so what in the car, what of the car are you taking with you? Are you taking the drugs? And if you are, who's carrying the drugs? These are big bricks. They're not small.
How big are we talking?
Sage is not.
Alright.
A bag.
Yeah, what is our total quantity that we have? Is 4 bricks, 40 bricks? What are we talking?
There's around 7 bricks. Actually, you would have thrown one away, so 6.
Wasted. I'll grab at least 2 and like tuck them under my hoodie. Just like walk around with them on my belly.
I want no part in this.
I would like to check the trunk of the car.
As you open the trunk of
ideally
the
for
car,
like a duffel bag.
you open the trunk of the car, and you are immediately hit by the smell of rotting flesh. As you look down to see a body that's been tied up. Looks like they've been dead for a while.
My heavens, it seems that there was another passenger that I don't think fell victim to the bullets. And he'll kind of beckon for the group to come look.
That car is
Nice.
bad news.
Another dead body. Do you want to suck on this one too?
I can tell you, this one smells putrid to all of you. The blood is rotting.
Oh,
It's no good.
Or any identifying markers on this?
You don't see any ID. As you're kind of going through the body, doesn't seem like they left the wallet. From what you can see, it looks like someone has taken a razor blade to his face. It looks kind of like there's lots of long cuts. And if you guys make an, I'm just gonna say this: if you have medicine, you can tell these were not post-mortem scars. He was alive when these happened.
I don't have medicine. Yeah, Sage just
Well, then
kind of
close
grossed
the-
out.
Close the trunk. Yeah,
should
he's
get-
gonna. Bo is gonna grab one of the bricks too, and he's gonna take off his button-up shirt and wrap it in there and kind of carry it like that. He's not shirtless; he has an undershirt, but it's just a plain white.
Are you guys even planning to take those bricks?
Out of the $5
My dear, we have been through every advantage we find must be put to use.
Well, if you know a person, but I do not.
Well, we can either peddle them off ourselves like in the streets, or we can just sell it wholesale to someone. But I think we have better or more pressing matters. I will take this cocaine though, just in case. Um, it's let's get the fuck away from this car, and let's figure out the rest of the night, and get some food or relax or something. I'm still. We just got shot at.
Well,
I-
some of us got shot during that encounter, sir, and while I can't help but notice no blood came from me, can I say the same from Mr. Vega?
No, there's definitely
Would we
blood.
need to? Then I think some of my reading has learned me that leaving a car with someone's blood in the driver's seat, corpse in the back, and cocaine in the inside would not bode well for Mr. Vega. Should we not do something about it?
We burn it.
Wouldn't that draw even more attention?
We're not gonna be here anyways.
I just want to find a place to stay.
Who's got a lighter?
I would think none of us at the moment, or we would have used it in the hallway.
Shoot the gun. To
Is
let
there a gas station nearby? A 7-Eleven?
There's probably like a
Corner store.
7-Eleven
Shoot the gun
somewhere.
at the guy. Like a GTA
7-Eleven.
shoot the
It's seen in
gas
the
stations.
movies, man. Come on.
I don't know if this is actually how it works. But if I'm like, didn't that one say that to not actually? Yeah, he said to beware of fire.
I don't want to be anywhere near a flaming car.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not gonna shoot this.
Why don't
Um,
you guys roll me a d10 and tell me high or low?
I'll roll it. I'm gonna say high right now. No, I'm gonna say low because everyone's been rolling.
No.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I was gonna say you check if there's a lighter in the glove compartment. There is not. There is no lighters.
um, yeah, let's just leave it here, I guess. And he'll like just grab another brick and put it under his hoodie.
I'm guessing it looks very obvious. Like the
Yeah, it's
bricks.
like there's definitely like marked out bricks under his hoodie.
I do not want to be associated with you.
Well, you're a shit out of luck because we're all in this together right now.
Okay.
anyone know this neighborhood?
Uh, do we?
Make an intelligence streetwise. With 3 successes, you recognize this place as being the former ghetto area of New Angleham. Once upon a time, it was rather to be specific, an Italian ghetto, where there was a lot of Italian immigrants that came to New Angleham. However, now it's more just a rundown part of the city. It's where a lot of people live in like big tenement housing, big apartment buildings. There's probably a couple motels or hotels around, but generally this is a lower income area, lower GDP.
Yeah. There should be a motel around the corner if I want to stay there. There's not gonna be anything fancy for you, Bo, but at least to lay down for a little bit.
Oh, fanciness is not a requirement for my comforts to be met, I assure you. I am used to the uncomfortable. Maybe not used to it, but rather acquainted with. Um, I do wish to ask if uh, are we all okay with staying in a room together so that we may watch the door while the others sleep, as it were?
Yeah, I should be fine. Don't
I
have
call
too
dibs on the
much
bed.
choice.
I will make a note to you, Bo. 3 grown men and a high school girl getting a hotel room together
Yeah,
might look
I
a little
understand.
suspicious.
Very suspicious.
Something to keep in mind.
That's why we got the coke.
Well, I could get my own room and just deal with it myself.
Gosh.
If we can get rooms close to each other, it should be fine.
Yeah. Get 2 rooms. We stay in one. She stays in another one. And if something happens, we scream and we not make cat noises. We scream.
Scream cat noises.
No, we don't scream cat noises. We just scream help. So it's not.
I will say at this point we see
whatever.
walking down the alleyway a cat that just seems to be walking by.
Oh, kitty.
What color is the cat?
Black.
Because Bo's a little superstitious.
It's a black cat.
So,
Sage will approach cat.
Let me check what merits you have. The cat seems to look at you, and it lets you approach.
Yeah. She doesn't reach out to pet the cat. She just likes to look at cute animals. Does it look like a stray? Or does it have a collar?
It does not have a collar.
Seems to be a stray.
Our friend.
Little friend.
It seems to look at you, Vega.
I'm a sucker for these cats. All right. Weird. You'll go try and pick it up.
It kind of pulls away a little, but it lets you approach. And then it meows at you again. You think it wants food. In fact, it's like it's telling you it wants food. Like you can understand what it's telling you.
Do we have any food? I have some cocaine.
What's cocaine?
I don't think we should
And you know, just
cat
Give the
cocaine.
cat a
give
line
some
real
cocaine
quick.
to the kitty cat.
The cat sniffs and then kind of brushes its head, like doesn't seem interested in it.
Follow us, and then maybe there'll be some food. It's fine.
It begins to follow behind you. You guys just watched Vega talk to this cat, and then it seemed to respond.
I
Are you an
did-
animal
what is
whisperer?
going on?
Vega, you find out you have the first dot of animalism, Beast Whispers, or Whisper Beast, which allows you to communicate with animals.
What the fuck?
That's neat.
Ooh.
I guess realizing this is the greatest day ever.
Did you just talk to a cat?
Yeah. Yeah, I
You-
did. Oh wow. Oh wow. Yeah, maybe the bullet in me unlocked, like, you know, how 20% of your brain, like, you don't even use, and maybe that bullet like got it like moving.
I
now?
have heard of such things occurring during times of great physical crisis.
Exactly. Oh man.
Or
my
we
God,
got
with
drunk
science.
by something fucking heavy back then in that cellar, man. What?
I don't know. It's science. I can't explain it.
Honestly, talking to cats is less weird than surviving a shot to the back of the head.
Everything has
Nice
been
place,
weird.
that hole.
Yeah, the dead bodies. Well, that guy did say we were vampires? I'm starting to believe it.
Wait, do-
Halo.
How do the fangs work? Do we just constantly have our fangs out now, or
None of you guys seem to have fangs at the moment. But you did before Vega had fangs when he jumped on the body and drank its blood. As you guys kind of focus and like open your mouth, you guys can watch as fangs distend as you will them to. And then they disappear
Oh, that's
when you
weird.
decide it.
oh, that's weird. Oh, that's so weird.
Well, any hotels?
I'll say you guys are able to find a hotel. The question is, are you leaving the vehicle behind in its current state?
Just get
You
out.
say it like that.
No, are you?
Like we could blow it up, but that could piss off people. Or we could leave it, and it'll also piss off people.
Consequences.
Is there like a homeless person somewhere we can just give him like
Oh yeah,
just, hey,
everywhere.
it's yours now. And like, hey, there you go, all yours.
The homeless person gets up and goes over to the car. It just seems to like grab a bunch of things, grabs one of the bricks, like pries off one of the folding things that kind of keep the sun out of your eye, just taking whatever he can from it before running down the street.
There, problem solved. We have made someone's night. We gave him a lot of cocaine, and we have for ourselves too.
Well, you guys
Speaking
enjoy the
of,
cocaine.
We're no
Yeah.
better when we started.
I'm going to go find a hotel.
Yeah, he'll go with.
I was gonna say we found the hotel, so I'm assuming we're going to the front desk. I would
Yeah.
give my brick wrapped in the shirt, I guess, to Vega since he's standing there, and then unless I guess I presume that I am providing the accommodations for this stay.
That you
With
are,
the-
Bo.
Oh,
Thank you for offering.
Yeah. Yes,
right.
I
Sage would have had to ask for money as well.
will be happy to. I don't know how much, that's really DM's discretion, how much access to financials Bo has. Again,
I
how
think
much
you'd
is
have
really
enough to get
Bo's,
a
how much is
hotel
his
room
dad's.
for a couple night. We'll flesh that out a bit more later, but for the prologue, you have what
Sure.
you need. You have
Perfect.
enough.
And all three of us are walking in to the lobby. All four of us walking in. How's
Sage will arrive a bit
How we
after. Sage does not want anything to do with you guys currently.
He's carrying cocaine. Like,
Yeah, does not want to be associated. So she'll arrive a bit after.
In that case, Beauregard, as you step in, you can see there is a receptionist who looks to be a woman in her late 20s. Kind of looks up from her desk and goes, "Oh, hello, sir. How might I help you?"
Good evening, mademoiselle. My name is Beauregard Thibodeau Lafontaine III, and I require 2 rooms in this fine establishment, please.
Of
If you have
course.
them available.
Yes, we have plenty of rooms at the moment. How many for each room?
There will be 2 in each room. We have a party of 4.
Okay, 2 in each room. I think we have. Yes, we have 2 rooms available. With
Close
twin beds
together,
each.
if you could manage that.
Yes, they're just across from each other, actually. I'm gonna have to ask to see some ID, actually.
When he reaches in to give ID, even though he just said his name, I want to go back with the same 5 that I guess I never gave old boy before the
Okay.
car started up, and I'm gonna hand the 5 as my ID.
Kind of looks at it and
Oh
goes,
my god.
"I appreciate that, sir, but I actually am going to need some ID for the room." At this point, I need you to make a self-control roll. Difficulty 7.
Oh.
trying to bribe people with $5, man.
Trying to.
Crisp $5 note.
Now we're gonna have to grab him because he's gonna launch over this desk.
Yeah. Sage is trying to not be a part of the group, but so I don't think Sage will be in range to stop. Oh, good luck, guys.
Difficulty
Oh, don't worry
7.
about him. He's got
Yep, difficulty 7.
my uncle's got dementia. Oh, there you go.
Okay. Do you feel this presence rear up in the back of your mind? How dare she refuse you? How dare she? She should do what you say just because of who you are. You're a fucking LaFontaine. You're not some nobody. You're somebody. You should command her. However, you feel no, you can choose whether or not you want to follow through with this presence in the back of your mind. You are in
My
control.
dear, I understand. He'll pause for a second after her doubling down of saying she needs ID. And he'll say, um, young flower, I am somewhat of a celebrity where I come from, and I would rather, now I'm not to say that you should know who I am, but there are those who may know whom I am, and my anonymity is very important to me. Now, I tried to give you the carrot to just allow me to have my anonymity. But if that will not suffice, you let me know, and I shall try to find the stick instead.
All right, manipulation and I will allow subterfuge or intimidation.
Difficulty 6.
Yes, difficulty 6. One success. Definitely see you seem to have had an effect on this woman as she goes. Oh right, my apologies, sir. Everything should be all right then. She seems to be tapping away on a computer. Yes, rooms, 16 and 11. I'll get the keys for you right away.
Much obliged.
Goes around, you watch as she grabs 2 keys off the wall, hands them to you. Right, and how many nights will this be for, of course?
He's going to kind of glance over towards, yeah.
Two.
2.
2.
Just
Uh,
what day of the week is it? What day of the week is it?
It's a It is a Tuesday.
Just till Thursday. We'll be fine. Of
Alright,
course, if
very
we
well.
decide to extend our stay, I can always just come back up here. Is that correct?
Of course, that should be all fine. Well, all right then. Enjoy your stay at the what should I call this hotel?
Flower Inn.
What was that?
The Flower Inn.
Enjoy your stay at the Flower Inn.
We head in.
Yeah. Take the
Yep.
keys. Begin to make your way in.
Success.
As you make your way over to your rooms, you find that your rooms are opposite each other. 16 and 11.
Yep. Well, Sage would head into one of them, grabbing key.
Bo will go into the opposite.
All right.
Presumably the other two as well.
How
right.
occupied are these rooms? Is it like an inn where everyone enters from the outside? Like you enter the room from the outside, not like a.
No, it's more like there's like a back area where there's all the rooms that are essentially in a hallway. There's like 20 rooms in total.
Yeah, I'll go in the room with the other guys, and I'll open those little like nightstands that have the Bible in them, and just start putting the cocaine in there.
Take the Bible out, put the cocaine in.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god.
And then I'll go to the bathroom and kind of like check myself over, kind of like splash water on my face.
As you do, you see you're very pale. You look dead.
This is so fucked. I'll make my fangs come out. I gotta like check on my like this is so fucked. Um and yeah, I
I'll say
think
it's at this moment. There's like a we get a scene where there's like this like toothbrush stand, and you find yourself accidentally knocking it over as you're kind of standing next to the mirror. And as it begins to fall to the ground, for a moment it seems like everything's in slow motion. Like everything
You're cutting out.
slows down. Oh, for a moment it feels like everything's in slow motion as you're watching it kind of fall to the ground.
uh he'll he'll grab it, but he'll be like very confused.
And then
The fuck?
suddenly everything returns to normal. To those of you who like look to the bathroom where Carlos is, you just watched him in like a flash quickly move and grab something. Vega, you have access to celerity. You can move at supernatural speeds. Or Carlos, rather.
Carlos?
Carlos, I meant Carlos. Carlos, you have celerity 1.
Oh, this is everything is so weird. The cocaine doesn't even work. Does anyone have smokes?
There's a vending machine out there. Find some.
You're telling me that there's smokes in the vending machine?
It'd be like a cigarette machine.
In the 90s.
Yeah,
uh,
absolutely.
Bo, can
Loud
Bo,
and
can I
fast.
see that those $5?
I would tell the cocaine cat to go stay with Sage.
It seems to nod
And
and then make its way out of the room. If you open the door for it, of course, and then
yeah, I'll
Sage, a
go
cat
for it.
visits you.
Oh.
Actually, you probably see it on like the windowsill because there is like this window on the back.
Does it look like it wants to come in?
Yeah, it's like pouring at the window.
Open the window.
It jumps down. It jumps on your
Get a
bed
little
and then
friend.
curls into a ball.
Okay, that's really cute. Sage would just go sit on the bed. And she's still secretly hoping it's just a nightmare and she'll wake up and everything will be normal. Because if not, her whole life is, well, unlife is kind of screwed. Because she has people that cares for her and she has school. It means she'd have to disappear from all of that.
I guess
That's true. Is there like a phone in the room?
There'd be a phone, a landline, kind of sits on one of the which
I
call them?
think
Bed things
the
next to the bed.
um uh the nightstands. I think he just called someone from his family.
All right, who are you calling?
Um, I'd say that he calls his mom. I guess. Like super late too. But
Before you make said call, Mr. Carlos, bear in mind that long distance calls come with quite a hefty room charge. So please do make it brief.
it's she's in the city. It's not gonna be long distance.
long distance card.
As you call the number, it rings for a few moments, and then it goes to an answering machine.
He goes to like leave a message, but then he's like thinking about what Toby said and like leaving his past behind. So he just Hangs up.
At
Vega
this
gets an
point,
idea.
okay.
Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say, at this point, we're reaching a point where you're at the 3 to 4 a.m. mark. You have maybe an hour before dawn. Actually, no, it's winter.
Close.
You have tons of time. Never mind.
Yeah.
Sun doesn't rise till late.
Yep.
How long are we supposed to?
Is there curtains?
There would be curtains. They're not very good curtains, but
Close.
they're curtains.
Close all of them, and see if there's a spot in the room that's darker than the others.
It would be.
Because sunlight.
Carlos is gonna go get those smokes. Try to see if that works for him.
Yeah. Buy some cigarettes. You buy a lighter. Do you smoke inside or outside?
He probably like if the. I think he goes outside. Like not super far, but like just like the door that goes outside is just outside.
As you attempt to light the lighter, there's a moment where the flame flickers, and you feel this intense fear overcome you at the sight of the flame. But then it drops.
Okay, it's. Did I get the? Did I get? Was I able to light the cigarette?
You're able to get it lighted eventually, but it is very uncomfortable to be that close
Like
to a
shaking
flame.
and kind of doing.
Yep.
So once he lights the cigarette, he's just gonna fucking throw away the lighter.
Mm,
Um,
I'll
then he'll
say
just take a hit.
it's not as satisfying. It's like all these things are dull. Everything is so dull in its feeling.
Can't even enjoy his smoke anyway. Maybe I should have taken his fucking offer to make it painless. Fuck. He'll just stomp out the cigarette and go back inside.
Did Carlos say that out loud by chance?
Yeah, sure. I think he's like muttering to himself.
And would we have? Do we have super hearing?
Beauregard, you probably would have heard that. In fact, Beauregard, you hear a lot of things. You can hear conversations in other rooms. You can hear footsteps on the ceiling above, from rooms above yours. You have a dot of Auspex. Auspex is your ability to extend a supernatural sight. In this case, making your hearing and your sense of smell and sense of taste and all your senses hyper-focused.
And he's probably started to deduce that the adrenaline has worn down, so it would not have been interesting. Okay. He will comment on Carlos's mutterings, though. You're saying that the once pleasures of life don't seem to tickle the fancy as much as they did.
No, not at all. And to make a point of it, he'll go back to the cocaine and take a hit. Like, this is nothing.
Well, I can't help but notice that I seem to have an extreme lack of blood, or rather, it is there, but only makes itself known when I wish it to. Vega, have you noticed any, well, aside from the hole in the back of your skull? Which, how's that looking, by the way?
Still the same.
Looking. Still. Can you look inside it? What do you see?
Oh, that's gross. And I poke it.
Yeah, that's very uncomfortable. Having someone poke a
Wake up,
finger in the back of your skull.
that's my
His
brain.
eyes cross for a second.
Yeah.
Oh, burnt toast. What's going on? Uh, I yeah.
I will say it's at this point, Beauregard, you remember back to when you cut your finger and then you willed it to heal and it did. Would you like to will the wound closed on your arm?
Yeah. He'll say, and that reminds me, and he'll kind of like just pull his aside to look at his shoulder or to make it visible, and he'll just like deep concentration, seeing if.
As you focus, you can almost feel the blood moving in your body as it seems to focus itself over the wound. And you all watch as the wound begins to close over, as if knitting itself back together, until it looks as if there was never a wound there to begin with. No scar, no nothing, as if it was never there. That costs you a point of blood to heal 1 point of lethal damage. So your blood pool goes down by 1, and you remove the lethal damage from your sheet.
How did you do that? You gotta teach me, man. I got a hole in my head.
I must say, I haven't the slightest idea how I have achieved this just now. I simply thought it, and it became so. Although it does not seem to work on pre-existing conditions.
Okay, think about it. All right.
As you focus in, you guys watch as you have this feeling of the blood pooling in the back of your head. And you all watch as the wound closes over and the hair comes back. As if it was never wounded in the first place.
That is cool.
That is cool, but so gross too.
That does cost you. It costs you a point of blood. So your blood pool goes down by 1.
Where do we actually track the blood?
I think it,
It's at
I
the
have them in
very
the
bottom of the
dice.
sheet. Section called blood pool.
Well, now I very much am curious as to the limits of our regenerative capabilities.
You planning to cut something off?
Well, certainly not something of mine.
Not it.
Oh,
But weren't you just talking about perhaps have taken the merciful way out of all this? Little to enjoy?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Certainly you might be able to part with part of a finger or something to see if it's... If
I'm
his
good.
skull is able to be repaired, then...
It, we just got turned into this. If this is even real, we just got turned into this. A few hours ago. I'm not about to start cutting off my fingers for your pleasure.
Well, this is not for my pleasure. This is simply in the name of science.
science.
All right.
Knife. Gives a switchblade.
No.
Perhaps you then, Mr. Vega, if you have a little more courage than Mr. Carlos.
I'll flip him off.
Yeah.
Vega will put his hand on the table with a switchblade and attempt to do just, the switchblade between the fingers.
Alright.
And
Dexterity
give me,
melee.
And if he cuts himself, he cuts himself. Dexterity melee. difficulty?
Difficulty 8, we'll say. I assume you're doing it at some speed.
I'm gonna attempt to see how fast I can do it until I cut my finger at 2 successes.
So you keep faster and faster and faster. It's not by any means superhuman speed, but it is very fast. I think eventually you kind of reach the point where it's like you just need to stab down to see if it'll work. And you stab down. We watch as it's like the knife slips into the middle of the palm. I need you to roll me your stamina, difficulty 6, but with 2 extra dice from your fortitude.
And is that with the +2 boost? Is that what that means? Or no?
+2 modifier.
+2. Okay.
Oh, we'll remove the boots from there because that's a different thing. So stamina plus
Where-
nothing, and then +2 modifier.
Difficulty 6.
Yes.
2 successes.
Yeah. You stab down. The knife doesn't pierce your hand. Once again, nothing. As you look at the tip of the knife, it's blunted.
This is cool.
It's not normal. Oh god.
If you do keep applying pressure, eventually you cut through. But it takes a lot of effort. And interestingly enough, it's not painful. It just makes you feel hungry.
Presses down and pierces his hand to see how much force it actually takes to actually pierce.
It takes quite a bit of force. You're having to put like your whole weight into it before it finally pierces through.
Holds it, shows everybody. Pulls it out.
And if you will it, the wound closes over as if it was never there.
Ta-da.
My.
This isn't bad. This is
So we're gonna have to. Wait, we have to really cover the window then if we're really what we are. But what if we just blow up with a little bit of sunlight?
I'll say this for you, Bo. You'd have to cover up the window pretty well to make sure no sunlight goes in. Alternatively, you can try and wrap yourself in covers or try and hide under the bed, just to make sure no sun can get on your body.
I have a fun idea.
Oh yeah, what you got?
So, what if because I've noticed that Sage might notice that you know when she broke the guy's hand? That usually does not happen.
No.
Like she wasn't trying to at all. So, she's gonna try to lift the bed frame.
This will be strength plus athletics, and you are +2 die to this. Actually, no. For this one, roll. How many points of potence did I give you?
2.
Yeah. So spend a point of blood, and you just lift this thing off the ground.
I'll spend 1 blood. Need to untick it. How do I untick you?
Oh, you just
Oops,
click on the
that's
one
not
before
it.
it.
There we go. It's like, oh shit.
Hey, just to merge the characters
Just gonna
together,
use-
can I hear that being lifted and
Oh yeah, you hear the sound of
And you
like
can
the
also
bed frame
just-
doing
creaking.
something?
You also hear Sage just swearing, like, oh shit. and she's going to try to place it against the window.
Yeah, you're able to do so. Push it against the window. It takes up like the whole wall, but yeah, it covers the window.
That's what?
The cat
Super
looks a
strength?
little unhappy that you lifted up its bed, but it's there.
So-
Poor cat.
well, now no sunlight's getting into the room though. It's bed blocking it. She'll grab the blanket off and try to make a little nest for the cat as an apology. uh... Okay, super strength. But she noticed that it makes her feel a bit more hungrier. Like, now it has taken something out of her. Just a bit, but the hunger grows. And she's honestly kind of uncomfortable with this. One part of her mind is like, oh hell yeah, I have super strength. This is awesome. What the hell? But then the blood. And she remembers what Vega did. Am I going to become like that? So she just kind of huddles down in one of the corners of the room, just hugging the bunny plushie to try to pass time.
All right. I think with that, we leave our dear players as they continue to experiment with their new existence and their abilities before eventually the sun begins to rise. Is there anything you guys would like to do to attempt to stop the sun from burning you? Those of you in the other room.
I'm going under the bed.
Okay.
Hmm.
Oh, you're muted, Tom.
Yeah, I suppose probably not under the bed, but I will take the bedding off of the bed and put it down beside the bed, so I'm behind the bed, away from the window.
Right.
But I suppose, we should be semi-curious about is the window north face, east face, whatever, but irreverent.
And Vega, how are you planning to sleep? Oh, you're muted.
Oh, sorry. In the bathtub.
All right.
That's big. Well,
In the
Ghostin's the best
bathroom.
spot taken and all the humpiness of.
Watch as you're kind of in the bathtub there. Yeah, it's pretty uncomfortable. However, as we watch in the distance the sun rises, each of you find yourselves growing drowsy. This kind of profound sense of exhaustion overcomes you as you find yourself unable to move, and then feel your eyes start to close as once again everything goes dark, and you are left facing an endless void. It is with that we will end our first episode of Orphaned Blood. With that, I hope you guys have enjoyed. I hope our audience has enjoyed watching. And we will do some quick outros from people. We are going to start off with Cleansing Rain. Cleansing Rain, give us your outro.
Hey, Cleansing Rain, semi-retired streamer, other things, I suppose. Still around in the hemisphere, just not as active as I once was. Very much enjoying this and the group of folks that I've gotten to meet through doing these things. So I'm sure that, I guess I haven't asked, so I better not say that. It's a great group of people. It's a fun game so far. Excited about it. No plans to come back to streaming as it is, but that could change as far as it goes for me personally. But that's all.
Very nice, thank you very much. Up next, Emikio.
Emiko.
Emiko. I'm
So
saying it wrong all the time.
that was my first time being on a public stream. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And yeah, I was laughing multiple times throughout that. Those hilarious moments.
Good time. All right. Up next, Tone. Give us your outro.
Hey everybody, I'm Tone, and yeah, streaming back on Monday. Mortal Rolls will be back, and you can catch me and the rest of the gang do the venture in Tartarus. Also, have a couple one shots coming up here with Crit Crafters for Aliens, and maybe even something in the brand new year. But super excited to be here. Orphan Blood, thank you. That's me. Amazing. Looking forward to it, and we'll see how long I keep the beard.
Yeah, we'll have to see. And thank you for joining us. Um, Last but certainly not least, Yampa, give us your outro.
Hey guys, it was Yampa. You can catch me on Bob's stream on Friday. We're not on this tomorrow, but next week hopefully. Um, love loved playing this. Is very interesting. And I've already played with two of you guys or three of you guys, and it's really cool to meet you, Emiko. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this next session. This is really cool.
Yeah, I'm glad you had fun. And I am Mark, aka TheCatsMeow. Hello, this is my channel. Welcome to the Cat's Meow Show. I run a bunch of vampire games. This is one of them. I hope you've enjoyed. Join us next week, where we'll be doing episode 2 of Orphaned Blood, where we find out what has happened to our poor abandoned vampires, and will they survive this strange new existence they've been thrown into. As well, tomorrow at 6 p.m. EST, I will be running the final episode of The Court of Mithras. So join us for that. It'll be a lot of fun. People will probably die horribly. So come join us for that. Other than that, you can find me on Bob's channel and on a few other projects doing things. So, yeah. Keep in touch. Enjoy, and I hope that we will see you once again soon. With that, a quick thank you to all the people who have followed during this stream, and also a big thank you to Serpent Muse for re-subscribing. Every bit of subscribers help as well. Make sure to give us a follow if you like our content and you want to see more of it. Yeah. Oh, and we also beat our follower goal. We're past 100 followers, so that's great. Now just 1,000 more to go, I guess. With that, yeah. Thank you all very much. I hope you have a good night, and we will be raiding out. So we'll see you all next week. Goodbye.